I was going to ask you about that,
Okay.
about who lives there, but we'll get into that.
Okay.
We're in it.
Oh, we're in it. Hey, welcome to my podcast. It's mine now. Did you know that?
I know, of course.
How weird is that? No, not
No,
of
I
course.
think that's how it should be.
Yeah. Now I'm hot. See, I put socks in my armpits because this is Sadie's shirt.
You can see them.
Can you?
Yeah, just hold your.
Can you see my socks? I thought about doing pads, like maxi pads.
No, but that,
This is Sadie's shirt, and I can't sweat in it. And these podcasts make me sweat.
really?
Yes, as he's pointed out before. I lifted my arm. He's like, "What the heck?" Okay.
Now if you lift your. Well, you got fuzz over there. Is that
Okay.
sock fuzz?
Well, I don't know. No, it's probably not. Okay, so
Yes, I want to know that. Talk to me about sock fuzz.
sock fuzz.
Okay.
I am so happy that one of my favorite people in the world is here today.
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Yeah, no. You're higher on the list.
Oh my gosh.
I might have made the list.
You guys are so lucky to get to meet Dian Belbeck today.
Thank you.
The small handful of people that listen to this are going to love you. I'm so excited for them to meet you. I've been
handfuls going up a little.
I've been gatekeeping. I've been gatekeeping, not letting everybody know you because I wanted to keep you. But here we
That's
are.
funny. Thank you.
Thanks for coming
I'm glad
over.
to be here. Oh my gosh.
You made it over from the
I
first
did.
grade Christmas
I
program.
did from the first grade Christmas program, where the top song was
the Kwanzaa
something
song.
about Kwanzaa. I don't know.
Is it predominantly a black school?
Oh gosh, no.
Oh.
My favorite thing about this school, she goes to Poplar Grove.
Okay.
And so we have a 7th grader and an 8th grader that are also there, that are in the choir program. And their choir teacher, I mean, first of all, he's fabulous. But in every concert, they have at least one song that is from another country. I love that. And another language. That is so good for those kids.
Is Kwanzaa from another country?
No, but it's,
It's a holiday from another mother.
It really is.
Is that okay to say? I don't know.
think it is. I think it is.
Canceled.
I don't know what our black audience
Look,
is
if
like.
I'm not canceled already,
I know
there's-
what your black audience is like.
Do you? What's
And
that?
that's small.
Probably small. Because,
think-
Are you talking about small people or small in number?
Probably both. I mean, if you stumbled on this, you might be a child.
So
I
you
don't know.
You don't have many little black people.
Well, okay, but also my name just immediately. They're like, no,
You're a Jennifer.
I'm a Jennifer. Even though I saw a black Jennifer on a thing the other day, I was like, oh my gosh.
The thing is about Kwanzaa, do you think black people want Kwanzaa?
No,
Okay, that's where I'm at.
no, I don't.
I mean,
Yeah.
our listeners could probably tell
I
us.
don't know, but I think the several that I have talked to are like,
You know black people?
I do.
Not
And
counting
not
Carthy.
just small.
Not just small black
Not
people.
just Carthy.
No, not just.
Carthy's blacker than most black people.
She is.
No, she's not.
I mean,
Well, color-wise,
skin
yeah.
tone. She's got the best skin.
She does.
Oh, it's
and
not
hair.
fair.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh.
Yeah, it's wrong.
It's
If
just
black
what's
don't
wrong.
crack, Indian doesn't do anything.
Don't do Indian nothing.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. Anyway, well, Diane's here. When did I think I met you
Early.
but I don't think I really met you until I was throwing my sister Janelle's bridal shower. I think that's when we really met. And then we bonded over the marinated cheese that you made.
We did.
That was amazing.
It was pretty fabulous, I have to say.
Have you made it lately?
I haven't.
It's so good.
It is so very good.
Marinated cheese.
I'm
It's
trying. Yeah,
so
from
wild.
some mountain village place that I
how
got
did
the
you
recipe
get it?
from. I have no idea.
A mountain, like Appalachian? What are we talking?
Yeah, like
Oh.
a retreat, not a retreat, but like a fancy dancy place. Not any place that I would ever
Oh.
go to.
When you say a mountain village, I'm thinking
Yeah, no,
backwoods.
no,
No. Okay.
Is it from Texas?
no. Tennessee.
You actually, okay, I just realized this. Knowing you for how many, 20-some years, well, how long have Janelle and Brian been married?
A long time.
You don't really have a West Texas accent. It sounds more Tennessee.
Yeah. We've been here 20-something years, but I never really had much of a Texas twang.
Right.
Where are you from in Texas? Tell everybody.
Hereford, Texas.
Hereford. And where's that?
Is it Amarillo?
It is 48 miles from
Okay.
Amarillo, yes.
48 miles further out?
No, east of
Okay.
Amarillo.
I only know that because one time we were on the road and you must have been tracking us somehow. And you texted me and said, you're going to
Yeah.
Amarillo.
I
And
do
I
remember
texted
that.
you, I have no idea what George Strait's hurry was because this place,
Yeah.
there's nothing out there.
Okay, my town is named Hereford after the cows.
After the cow, right?
And it is Hereford is it's one of the largest feed yards in the U.S. I mean, there are like 5 or 6.
Oh, like
They're everywhere. As soon as you get within just a few miles, you can begin to smell it.
I'll bet.
I had uncles that owned 2 feed yards, and they smelled so bad. And when I was a kid, we would talk about how bad they smell, and my dopey uncles would go, "That's just the smell of money." No, it's not. It's the smell of cow poop.
That is not money. Money to them, though.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where the cars are sticking out of the ground?
Amarillo is.
Okay, that's what I thought.
What do they
Cadillacs.
call it? Cadillac.
I don't know.
That's that name.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, that
I
tells
remember
you a lot
driving by it and going, "Oh, there's that."
There's that. Saw
Well,
that.
I mean, yeah, that tells you a lot about the people there. I mean, really, if that's how you spend your time is digging holes that
Yeah.
you bury Cadillacs upright.
yeah. Why?
I don't know.
I wonder what
I never knew.
the purpose of that is. So you grew up there.
I did
Yeah. When did you leave there?
as soon as I could. It was a fabulous. Honestly, it was a fabulous place to grow up. It really was. Those were what I refer to as Holocon years. They were. It was just great.
I don't know what that word means.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Like the most fabulous of
Oh, okay.
of
Okay.
every, just sweet times. And I mean, there were only maybe 10,000 people in town, and I was kin to like 9,888 of them.
Wow.
And
That's just so fun.
it is fun. And you know what the other thing is? When I was a kid, I thought it was bad. As an adult, I missed this. Everybody knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
If I did anything wrong, somebody was watching and would tell.
Did you do stuff wrong though? Were you
I did, but not much.
you weren't a wild child?
I wasn't, well, I did with the smoke and the cigarettes, but other than that,
Where were you in the birth order?
the only.
Oh,
You
you're
were
an
an
only.
only. Oh.
We adopted my brother when I was 12.
Okay.
But yeah, I was the only. I was an only.
What'd you smoke?
Started out with larks because I thought they were so cute.
Because of the packaging?
Yeah, totally because of packaging. But I quickly changed from that. I went from that to Marlboro Reds, and I smoked. I quit smoking in '82. I smoked all of that time, and by the time I stopped smoking, I was smoking 3 packs a day.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot, isn't it? Yeah.
Well,
3
especially
packs a day.
especially Marlboros. I mean, holy moly!
That's like full leaded, right?
Absolutely,
Do you miss it?
I do.
Yeah. Mom does too.
I
Mom
do.
says as soon as she gets to heaven, she's going to smoke with Jesus.
Yeah,
You and her.
Yeah, yeah.
You two can smoke
meet,
together.
We'll meet together and do
Smoke.
that.
Smoke breaks.
Smoke it up. Yeah, and I've had experiences like we were living in Oklahoma City, and I pulled up to a light. I had stopped smoking it had maybe been 2 or 3 years, and I pulled up to a light, and there was a guy in the car next to me. It was in the summer, windows were down, and he was smoking, and the smoke kind of wafted over into my car. And I literally sat there and thought through the scenario of what would happen if I opened my car door, jumped over, because I could see the cigarettes, and they were my cigarettes. They were
Oh, they were yours.
they were Marlboros. and I could see them on the seat. And what would happen if I did that and just grabbed them and took them back to my car and drove off and just hotboxed? I mean, and then I thought to myself, that is really, I'd already known before then, but I thought to myself, I have an addictive personality. If I would consider doing that for cigarettes, yeah. So, but I have never, and you know what? That's one of the few dreams that I have recurring. I dream that I have smoked, and I wake up crying. I am so sad because I promised the Lord once I stopped that I would never smoke again. And it is so real to me that it's like I broke my promise to him. Like really, there are so many other things that Jesus is concerned about that are not whether or not I recently smoked a cigarette.
He's like, I'm watching. It's like the song.
So, yeah.
That's funny that is a fear of yours.
Isn't that weird?
I never dreamed that she cheats on me. I
You
always
do, though. You
well,
have.
I have. I shouldn't say never. I have. But thankfully, hasn't happened in a very long time. But my recurring dreams were that I cheated on her.
Oh gosh.
And I woke up more. I mean, I was just like, oh my gosh, I ruined everything.
It is. It's. If it is something that you feel strongly about, if you feel like you have broken that, of course, breaking a vow to Jennifer is more than me smoking a cigarette, but it is. It feels so very real, and it is. I'm glad that it happens periodically because it reminds me. I don't think we recognize what I don't think we think our sin is very bad most of the time. I think most of the time we kind of think, well, that wasn't so good, but it's not so bad. But when I have that dream, there is this recognition, and it's not because smoking a cigarette is so bad. That's not it.
Right.
But it's that I told him I wouldn't.
It was your commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to stay on this. You got to be talking right into that.
Okay.
Because if you're going to say good stuff like that, we want to be able to hear it. How long do you think she's going to bark?
I don't know.
Because you can really hear it in the headphones.
Can you?
Yeah.
Should we just let her meet Diane?
Who?
It's Bailey.
It is Bailey. No, well, let's give her another.
Or should we send Sadie in to get Bailey and take
just
her in?
yell at her. If you yell at her, will she stop?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, it works with Winnie.
Winnie's not barking.
Bailey!
Bailey's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Let's just say that.
Hey, your sister might listen to this.
I doubt it.
No, she doesn't. Never mind.
I highly doubt it.
Well, Brian won't, so we don't have to worry about that.
We're a bad influence on Janelle.
I know exactly what you're referring to.
So, hey, smoking is coming back, actually. I have a lot of friends that are doing it. One of my friends, his wife thinks it's super sexy when he smokes.
Isn't that gross?
Well, not only is it gross, if you kiss somebody who has just had a cigarette, it is a nasty, nasty thing.
I wouldn't know.
Did Bika smoke?
Yes, he did. In fact, he smoked longer than I did. I quit a little before him.
He quit. You quit, and he kept going.
Well, he quit for a little while, and then he started back again.
He was like,
my dad had leukemia, and I'd never had anybody in my family that was sick or anything. So shortly after he died, I began having this recurring fear that I had cancer of some sort. I didn't, I just didn't know. It was just there.
Sure.
And so I was reading a book late at night. I had long ago gone, it was just, it was like, I don't know, 2:30 in the morning. But I just couldn't put it down. It was so wonderful. I just kept reading, and I needed to go to the bathroom so bad. So I'm like sitting on my foot. So,
oh my gosh!
Because
so you wouldn't go.
Yes, exactly. Because if I can just read one more chapter, whatever. And so finally, I couldn't wait any longer. So I get up, run to the bathroom, and when I get up, I'm dizzy, and I sit down, and I'm really dizzy, and I know because I'm not stupid. Generally, I know that it's because I jumped up. It's just made my head funky. But I sat there and I thought, okay, I can't keep living like this. I hate this, that everything that happens to me. If I stump my toe, I think, I have cancer. I
Yeah.
mean, all of that. So I sat on the toilet and the Lord and I have done a lot of business in funky places. And I just said, if you will help me, I will stop. But I can't do it unless you help me.
Stop
And-
what?
Smoking.
Okay.
So I had cigarettes on my bed stand. And when I woke up in the morning, the first thing I did was light up. So I woke up that morning and I said, okay, Lord, I can't do this unless you help me. This one cigarette, this first cigarette, I won't smoke if you'll help me. And I did that for 3 days.
Wow.
Oh man.
Every time I wanted a cigarette, I would say, no, I choose you.
Is that first morning one hard? I've heard that a cup of coffee and a cigarette in the morning is glorious.
Yes, the only thing better is if you've had a fabulous meal.
Really.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, the coffee and the cigarette, yeah.
I had a friend tell me, he's like, man, I can't give up.
Yeah. Yeah. So, funky things happened. I mean, my mom and I did some things together, and Mother knew that I smoked, but I wasn't.
Oh, she didn't really know.
No, I never told her. I mean,
She just kind of knew. I mean,
Well, yeah.
surely she could smell it and whatever.
yeah.
If you're smoking 3 packs a day,
Yeah.
how are you hiding it?
Well, okay.
I mean, that's like a constant.
I was in BSF at the time, and I played the piano for the whole group. So when we left in the mornings, okay, we're pulling out of the parking lot, and suddenly I'm driving and I disappear because I have leaned down to light up.
That's something.
I'm telling you. So
What'd you do with your hands after? Like, isn't it partly like something to do with your hands all the
it
time?
is, but I think that I think probably everybody it's different. I loved the way cigarettes tasted. I loved the way they made me feel.
You know, you say you have I've heard people say that they have a personality that's like given to addiction. I haven't talked to anybody who isn't prone to something.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
you know, that I think it just, you pick your poison kind of.
Yeah.
I mean,
think
I can, alcohol does nothing for me,
Yeah,
but solitaire on my phone,
yeah.
Diane, I downloaded Solitaire. I've downloaded Solitaire since phones came out, and then I'll delete it, download it, delete it. So I downloaded, I remembered when I did it because Hutch's girlfriend from Europe was in town. So this is 2.5 years ago. And so I went and looked at the time. I was like, how much time have I spent playing Solitaire on my phone? Now, granted, I'm on a lot of flights and stuff, so you got to give me that. But I have spent 40 days in the past 2.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it goes
a lot of time.
seconds,
a lot of
minutes,
solitaire.
hours,
And if
days.
you see how much he loses,
Yeah, I play the little Vegas style, you know,
so
where
it's almost impossible to win.
I just love it. I mean, every time I go to the bathroom when there's nothing to do, you know,
Yeah.
it's
When
like
I'm watching a
smoking.
Christmas
I
movie.
mean, I love to have a good meal and then
Little solitaire.
play on my
Little
phone.
Well, I do think because we're human, all of us, there's a built-in something
Yeah.
in all of us.
Here's the thing. I was thinking about this yesterday. Do you guys think, I don't know why I was thinking about preaching and teaching and whether, I know that it matters. Bible teaching is really important. But I don't know that it matters. This is, you know, in the training for what I do, my teachers for the people that I learned it from. And it was a really long program, but they had a couple of things that they were kind of like informers for everything. And one of them was people don't listen to what you tell them. They learn by experience. So as a spiritual director, you help people have experiences with the Lord because discovery is how people learn. And so I've been thinking about all this, and I was trying to think if a preacher said, something I really enjoy, like solitaire, was a sin, would I stop? And if I'm honest, no. You know what I mean? I'd have to somehow, like, would you stop listening if preacher on Sunday morning said, don't listen to political podcasts, they're not good for you? Would you even consider stopping?
I would think you don't know.
Right.
I know better than you. You don't know.
Yeah, if you just knew the truth.
So it had to come from you having a fear. Like it had to come from you being terrified.
Yeah, no preacher could have told you stop smoking.
No.
You'd have been like, it's too
surely-
fun.
No. Yeah.
Because I'm sure
Okay.
you heard preachers say
Oh my
back
gosh,
then.
yes. And I can't tell you how many times I had quit
Oh, right.
over the years.
And preachers, they tell people don't have sex. That means nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you teach the Bible and you have an
Are you
experience.
alive? Well,
Look, we have preachers that listen to this, and I don't want to discount any of them, because if you're teaching the Bible and the Lord speaks to you, that's different. But just telling somebody, hey, Bible says it's wrong.
That's just not the way to affect change.
That's what I'm
person's
saying.
Behavior is
Yeah.
what you're
it
saying.
absolutely is not. It
Right.
absolutely is not.
Well, that you put it well. That is what I mean.
Yeah. Because I think the whole, like for me, the line was that I knew myself well enough to know, okay, this is really straightforward here. I put cigarettes above everything else.
Did you?
Is
that what's wrong with it? Because you're allowed to. I drink
Yes.
Diet Coke. It's not good for me.
No, that's for me. I don't know about for everybody else. For me, that was what was wrong.
Okay.
Is that when I say to you, the first thing I did in the morning was reach for those cigarettes. That was. I've always had struggled with my weight. When I smoked, I never had to worry about my weight.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would use that for the excuse.
Oh, sure.
Well, is it better to smoke or to be super fat?
Neither. The better thing is to take good care of yourself.
Right. I get that. Yeah.
And it took me a long time to get to that place. But that was, for me, that was the wrong
Yeah.
about cigarettes.
But Diane, I, up until yesterday, would wake up and reach for my phone immediately.
Yesterday?
Yesterday, remember I told you yesterday was the first day that I put it in the other room in a long, long time.
And here's how I heard you say that. I didn't realize that was the first day. But yes, to this morning, I didn't either. I didn't look at my phone until I came down
I'm
here.
trying to not look at my phone for the first 60 minutes
Okay.
of the day.
Okay.
And so, because, research, blah, 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 all the things. It's good for you not to
So
do that.
11.
But I'm just saying, like, most people use their phone as an alarm clock and immediately turn off the alarm clock. And while it's in your hand, you check your email, you check your messages, you check your Instagram. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So 11
So
a.m.
is
is
it
what
any
you're doing?
different is what I'm saying. Shut up.
No, I think it's probably not. If it is, again, it's the whole thing of what place on the list
Right.
of priorities does that fall?
Well, I heard, do you know Lisa Bevere?
Uh-huh.
Her and her
Well,
son.
I don't know her personally, but
I kind of do, because she would come into the store I was working at, and she's awesome.
yeah.
I love her. Anyway, her and her son were talking on her podcast, and he just wrote a book. I forget what it's called. Words with God, I think. But he did all this research, and that's where I got this, about how when you're in that in-between space of kind of awake, kind of asleep, that God really speaks to you, and and your brain just can process a lot of stuff at that time. And so when we immediately pick up our phone, it turns all of that off, and we
Short
immediately wake
circuits it,
up.
yeah.
Yeah. And so anyway.
I do this thing, I don't know. I started doing it with Jessica when Jessica was sick. When she first got sick is when I started doing it. And I just continued. And so every morning, as soon as I get up, instead of going to my phone, this sounds real holy. I'm not trying to sound holy. I'm just telling you what I do.
I saw a literal halo when you walked in the door.
Doesn't surprise me.
And it wasn't your hair.
Yeah, there's not enough of that to make much of a halo. Okay, so I started doing this thing which I called Morning's First Thought, and it's
No, you used to send them out.
I still do.
Do you?
I
Okay.
want them.
But well, you just, they're on Facebook, and Facebook and I are kind of in a fight.
Oh, I'm not on Facebook.
Well, I mean, by saying we're in a fight is half the time they don't put what you put down.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is what I do. I go to the Word. It's not any specific place. I just kind of flip a little bit, or the Lord will remind me of something that I really like. I'll go to that. I'll read it. I'll copy it. I put it on Facebook under Morning's First Thought. And then I skip a couple of spaces, and then I just write about what that means to me.
Yeah.
If there's something in that scripture that has really spoken to me, and sometimes I'll go through periods of time where I'll do hymns. I mean, and sometimes a little poetry, but basically it's scripture. And I recognize that when I don't do that, my day is a little wonky. But when I start my day with that, it's not like, well, golly, I sure did a good thing, and this is a great day. But it sets the anchor for my day.
I was just about to say, it's an anchor for me too.
That's so good.
And I have met people before that they have a different relationship with the Lord. They stay anchored in a different way. But man, if I don't do it, something just doesn't feel right.
No.
I've even thought to myself, I'm going to take Sundays off because I'm going to go to church, and it just feels weird.
Yeah, it's not. And it is, there is a distance in my relationship with him if I don't start my day like that. It's kind of like you and your best friend are not, you're not in a fight, but there's just something kind of funky.
You don't feel close.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did leukemia ultimately kill your dad?
Yes.
Because I knew he died, and I remember we were meeting one day at Starbucks, and a funeral went by, and she stood up. Well, I didn't know you're supposed to stand up. I know you pull over, and you explained to me about your dad. You can tell that. if
Was
you
he
want.
great?
Oh, what every father should be.
That's the best.
I mean, really, I don't ever remember a time that I did not absolutely adore him. He loved the Lord. He loved people. He was the best hugger in the whole world. I mean, really, I have a lot of cousins, and they all his name was Gerald. And so to all of them, he was Daddy Gerald. And, I mean, on his birthday, it's coming up at the end of this month, I get text from all of them. What I would give for a Daddy Gerald hug.
Oh.
No, I love that.
But he was just, in unspoken ways, he let me know that I could do anything I wanted to do. I mean, that I was capable. I think he thought I probably could have been brain surgeon if I wanted to be, and we all know not so. But and he was a singer. He loved to sing. We sang at church together. According to how old I was according to how many Coke boxes I had to stand on so I could get up to the mic. The Love of God is my favorite hymn, and the reason it is because my daddy loved it. And he would, I mean, even things that we sang all the time, like that song, he would say, okay, just think, baby, if we, with ink, could fill the oceans, if the oceans were totally full of ink, and we had scribes who could write, and they took every stalk on earth and filled it to make.
You're good.
Okay.
It's just I didn't plan for you to look at Jennifer and that. Yeah, you're good.
And you would fill that stalk with ink. That it would, the ocean, you would, all the ink would be gone. And there would be no more stalks left. if you just wrote only about the love of God. And I remember as a child thinking that through. Okay, if I was sitting by an ocean. and it
Had
was-
you seen the ocean?
Yes.
Okay, so you knew.
And it was filled with ink. And growing up in a farm community, stalk to me was wheat. And if I took all of that wheat and somehow could put, like trying to think that through. And that's so like something my daddy would talk to me about. And he was, oh my gosh, he and my mother had the sweetest relationship. Every year, the first snow, because we lived in the Panhandle, we'd always get snow, but it didn't last long. He would come in, and mother would have on a dress because that was the time. She'd be fixing dinner.
Every day. A dress.
Yeah.
Wow.
She would very occasionally wear pants, but I mean very occasionally.
Makeup.
Yeah.
So every day she got dressed up.
Yeah. Did her hair every day. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, because Gerald was coming home.
Oh, right. Okay. Hey, I'm just saying.
Oh, please. Please.
And so he was a sneaker. I mean, he could sneak really well. And she would know that it was coming, but not when. He would sneak in the back door. And she would be standing there cooking. And generally, I was in there talking to her. And he would look at me and
Oh.
do like that. And he would walk up behind her, and his hands would be so cold. And he would run his hands up the back of her skirt. And she would squeal, Gerald Wilson. The first snow, he would wake her up and roll her in it.
Oh my
Outside.
God.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
How fun.
absolutely the most delightful man.
That's so fun.
So, yeah.
And fun.
Did you?
Sounds like
gosh,
he was
yes.
very
Yes.
childlike.
Oh, he, until I was probably 10 or so, almost we didn't have a TV by choice. My parents didn't want a TV. So he would lay on the floor like this with his hands back. And he'd say, come on. And I would stand in his hands
Oh, wow.
and he would lift me up. And I thought that he was, I mean, some people could maybe say that Superman was strong or somebody, but I knew that I had the strongest daddy in the whole world.
That's sweet.
I love that.
So, yeah, he was a good
So
dad.
how old were you when he died?
Well, he died in 1982.
Did you glitch?
I did. I totally glitched. I'm thinking, what? Okay, yeah, 1972. I mean, 1982. So I was like in my 30s, approaching 40. I just, yeah,
How old was Jessica when she died?
50.
She was 50?
50.
Gonna be 50. Yeah.
Did your kids know your dad?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Did they die of the same thing? Did Jessica and your dad
No.
both
Jessica had a form of lymphoma.
lymphoma?
She could never do anything like everybody else did. She had a kind of lymphoma that only Hispanic or Filipino men get.
Meanwhile, Dan's like, Diane?
Yeah, he's like, what's going on? So, yeah.
Wow.
So you have 2 kids. Tell us about them because
Okay.
we're talking about Jessica and people don't know
Okay.
who Jessica is. yet.
Jessica, we had 2 children, Jessica and Joshua. Jessica was diagnosed with lymphoma. Until that point, she had been a extremely healthy person. She married Philip, who is, aside from my daddy, and Dan knows this, so it doesn't hurt his feelings. Aside from my daddy, Philip Moreland is the most fantastic man I've
He
ever
really
known.
is.
He really is.
It is
It's
sickening.
kind of
It is.
crazy.
When I met Philip, I was like, well, that stinks.
Yeah, no fooling. No fooling.
I was like, well, okay.
Those guys exist. Dang it.
Well, yeah, and almost every girl that I know that ever met him is like that. Well, crap, how did Jessica get him? Wow. Because I started praying for him when she was in my womb. That's how.
Wow.
So they had 5 children.
Are they all biological kids?
No,
Okay.
2 adopted,
2 adopted.
3 biological. And so they were living in Franklin. And Philip came to us. Isaiah was baby at the time, their youngest. So
Sadie's future husband.
yes, Sadie, I'm sorry, he's already married.
What?
Yes, I know. It's
Okay, I didn't know he got married. Okay, you can go.
Well, that's not.
Just kidding.
I mean, do they have kids?
not yet.
Well,
Okay, well, there's
See, they're still up.
he got married?
He did.
How dare he?
I know.
How old is he?
He's 21, 22.
See, they would have been. Well, anyway. All right.
I know.
Never mind.
Well, there are several other women who take that same tack with me,
I'm
and I just
sure.
have to be nice to them. I don't know.
Anyway.
So, anyway, Philip came to us and said, we were living in South Nashville, and they were living out in Franklin. And Philip said, this is my son-in-law, not even my son. He said, if we found a place that all of us would fit in, would you and Dan want to live together with us? And I'm like, yeah, yes.
Maybe.
I think we could work that out. And it took us about a year or so to find our house that we lived in. And so when we moved in, Jessica was homeschooling her 4 older, and Isaiah was not quite 2. And so I am crazy to death about all my grandkids. They
how
are.
many do you have?
I have 11,
11.
and I have 1 great grandchild.
So your 2 kids produced 11 spawn.
Yeah.
I hope that happens for
I
us.
hope so too.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful life. It is.
I hope so.
So, Isaiah and I have a special connection simply because he was my running buddy. Jessica was doing school with all of her kids, and Isaiah and I were out to rule the world.
Like jogging?
No.
Oh,
Like running
running
errands.
errands. Yeah, yeah. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen you jog.
No,
but
you wouldn't have ever seen me jog. No, never. No, we just ran around. Everything we did. I mean, we went to the movies. I took him to plays. I mean, and I mean, we have this thing at 22. When I talk to him, I immediately say, I love you the most. And he'll say, ah! Because whoever says it, I love you the most, because I said it the first. We do that all the time. I mean, and like I said, the kid is 22. I mean,
that's awesome.
So sweet.
he is a precious. He is Philip Jr. He really is so much like Philip.
Is Josh older than Jess?
No,
Okay. That
he's
was her
3.5 years younger.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember who was
Yeah.
older.
So, and their kids all are pretty. They're all pretty wonderful. We have one in every family. You're going to have one. So their oldest adopted boy is in federal prison in Arizona.
That's sad.
It is
How long has he been in there?
a little over 2 years, almost 3 years.
So that was before Jessica died.
Okay. If somebody wanted me to explain my daughter, what she was like, This is what I would say about her if I was being serious. I mean, first of all, honestly, we could laugh at anything. We laughed at things that people should never laugh at. Oh, yeah. But if I were being serious about her, I would say this explains my daughter. Probably, I don't know, a month before she died, I was with her, and she said to me, "You know, Mom, if this illness and my death brings my son Sam to Jesus, it's worth it."
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you look at that, and then I think, how did I get this? I mean, amazing.
That is amazing.
Amazing, amazing. So they moved to Idaho.
That must have been while we were in California.
I think it was.
I think it
probably.
was at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. They were on staff with Seeds Ministry.
Okay, yeah.
And so they moved to Idaho. And then they came back. They were there for like 2 or 3 years, and they moved back here.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And they were only here for maybe, I don't know, maybe not even a year, I don't think. And they left Seeds Ministry and decided that they were going to, Philip was looking for a position in a church, and they found a position, a church in Wenatchee, Washington,
Oh, my
called
goodness.
him. And so that's where they went.
Wow.
Where is Wenatchee?
Way the heck away from anything in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
It's
Definitely not
about,
near Franklin.
no. It's about 2 or 3 hours from Seattle.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. And so the whole thing of God being in control and all that, she got sick when they were there, and because of health care cost and all that sort of thing, because of where they were, because they were in Washington, all of her health care was paid for.
Oh, my goodness.
It would have never been paid for here.
No.
I mean,
Right.
Philip would still be at
Oh,
the
my
workhouse
Yeah.
paying it off.
What year did she get diagnosed? Do you remember?
No,
That's
I don't.
what, because
Don't ask her that.
That's a
we
tough
had
one.
the spinning wheel last time we asked her about a date.
I know.
So
So-
let's not.
let me just, this is why, because you almost lost Dan to COVID, right?
Yes, it was right. That was 2020. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Dan had COVID, and
And because I remember we were in California, and I'm
Yeah.
hearing this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to lose Bika. Like,
Yeah.
well, then you get through Bika, and I'm like, what the heck?
they were back here during that time.
Okay.
And then after that is when they moved to Washington State. It's after Dan. So he was out of the hospital in December of 2020.
How close were we to losing Dan?
Well, the doctor told me that I just needed to be prepared, because he gave him a 75% chance of not making it until the next morning.
What was that conversation like? Did you tell the doctor, "Oh, you don't know me"?
Well, it probably, the doctor and I kind of had this dance that we did anyway.
Okay.
And I just said, I understand. Okay, first of all, I understand that you're telling me this because you have to. This is your training. I understand that.
You told him this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love it.
Where were you?
in the hospital.
So you weren't with Dan because you couldn't be.
No.
So you're just in the waiting room,
Yeah,
I love it.
and he tells you,
yeah.
and you tell him.
Mm-hmm. And so
I understand what you're
I
saying.
understand what you're saying, and I understand why you're saying it. But this is what I have to tell you. First of all, my husband and I are believers, and he does that
Yeah, I've heard
face.
this.
Yeah. And I said, and so see, we believe what the Bible says, and the Bible says that the number of Dan's days was written in a book before there was even one. So unless in the morning is the date that it was written in the book, no deal. And so I'm just telling you, not going to happen.
Well, what if you didn't know about the book?
What if you were wrong about the days?
I mean, did Jesus say, "Hey, I've looked
It's
at the
not the
book
day.
and this isn't it"?
No, but what Jesus says is that the number of his days was written in a book. I don't know the number of those days. Neither did Jokiyama Doctor.
Yeah. So what you were
I'm
saying
guessing
is,
he was Asian.
No, I didn't say that.
what you were saying
I
is,
think
if that
he's-
isn't the
I think
day,
he's Jewish.
if that wasn't the day, then
Right.
it's not going to happen.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
And you can't know that that's the day, obviously.
Right. Right.
It's not like he said to you, 75% chance that the book
Oh,
says
the first
this.
thing I said after he said the 75% chance was, which I learned from my dad, when my dad had leukemia and the doctor told him he had a 75% chance of dying. This was my daddy's response. Well, tell me if I'm wrong, but doesn't that mean that's a 25% chance that I'm good?
Wow.
Those are betting odds.
So that's what I told the doctor first. Okay, so I came home. We had wonderful friends, David and Martha Hageman. David is a pulmonary specialist and works at Vandy and had committed to Dan, if you get COVID, I'm going to keep you alive. And I mean,
Wow.
just, I mean, they're just fabulous people. But every day when I left the hospital and drove home, David would call me or I would call him, and he would read to me what Dan's chart said.
Oh, wow. You had like an inside.
Totally.
Oh, awesome.
And he was so kind. I mean, there were times when I knew that what he was reading, I knew he didn't lie to me, but I knew that there were times when he was like, I don't really want to tell her this. But he would just, So I told him that day on the way home, and he said, he's really sick. And I said, I know. But I'm just telling you. There is this thing that God does for his people, maybe for people that are not even his people, but there's this thing that he does where he gives you hope and truth and a piece of himself, peace, that there's no explanation for. And that's where I was living at that point.
Wow.
And do you think that if the book said it is time, you'd have had a different piece?
Yeah, I totally do.
Yeah.
I totally do. So I got home. I called Jessica because she was my go-to person for keeping everybody updated, because that was the hardest thing for me, was to keep Facebook and all that going. And so I called her and I said, okay, you need to send the word out now. We're going to pray tonight, 9:00. Everybody that we know all across the world, Africa, Philippines, all the places that we know and love
you knew
people.
somebody in the Philippines.
I did, yes.
Some man.
So I
I don't know about this.
Oh, never mind. Because of Jessica's thing.
yeah.
Oh, for sure. That's right.
We just didn't know it yet.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just said, we're gonna pray. We're gonna lift him up at 9:00 my time, everywhere. We're just gonna pray and ask God to intervene. And she said, I'm on it. And so that's what she did. I'm sitting on the floor by my footstool at 9:00, and my phone begins to ring. And it rang for over an hour. Nobody wanting to talk. People leaving me messages. I'm praying. I'm praying. I'm praying. I'm praying. All of our friends in Africa. I mean, I just can't even tell you. It's unbelievable. I went to bed that night totally at peace, knowing that God was at work and that I could trust him and that I could trust the people that loved me and that loved him and that were presenting my case before him. So I got up, go to the hospital in the morning, the same time I always do. And the doctor's is waiting for me, so I come in, and he says to me, kind of snippy, because he didn't know what to do with me. I mean, he really didn't. And so
That's kind of why I asked. What was that like?
yeah. So I walk in, and he goes, well, he's still with us. And I, like a 6-year-old, looked at him and said, told you. And that was a turning point in Dan's wellness.
And it never got worse than that.
It never got worse than that. It
I
just,
remember hearing he was on a ventilator and
Yeah.
being like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah.
Because at the time it was like
oh,
once
if
you
you
were
were,
on,
yeah, absolutely.
it was hard to come. And I was like, "Dang it!" So I just remember,
Yeah.
getting the
Yeah.
updates and being like, "Crap!" But then hearing he came off the ventilator and being like, "Oh my
Yeah.
word,
Yeah.
Diane."
And
Has
he-
prayed this man alive.
That's right.
you know,
I just pictured Jesus coming to you and going,
Okay, will
okay,
you
have
stop?"
some persuasive friends.
Yeah. Can you please tell them to quit calling?
I didn't even know you knew this many people.
I mean, it was just, it was dreadful, but it was also, it was exciting. It was exciting to see the Lord God of the universe intervening where he didn't have to. I mean, I needed that, and I didn't know how much I was going to need that
Yeah.
until my daughter was diagnosed.
Yeah.
Then I had to walk through that.
How long did she live after she was diagnosed?
10 months.
Okay, so
my
at the beginning
gosh.
it wasn't,
No, they
she's going to die from this.
No, they did pretty well.
They didn't know.
In fact, they
Because it was
One
so
of-
rare.
Was she hurting? Is that why
Yes.
she was? Okay.
yes, it was. She had they did surgery. She had a mass in her stomach, in her intestines that was enormous, and she just never. Lymphoma is funky.
So she was hurting and that's why she went to the doctor.
What is
Yes.
Okay,
So
okay.
lymphoma is your lymph nodes.
It involves your lymph nodes and
And
your
it's-
lymph system.
Okay, it goes throughout your system. And
Yeah.
then leukemia is a blood cancer.
Yes.
Okay, so I was just trying
Yeah.
to get that straight in my brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, they did everything they could. They took her to I don't know. Well, it doesn't really matter. A big important hospital in Seattle that was like, had some doctor there that was
Yeah.
really knew this kind of treatment and all that. And, even they said, I mean, they really said they told she and Philip, I think, that she would have about 10 months.
Oh my gosh.
And it was like 10 months to the,
Isn't that wild?
it is.
Did they believe it or did they go, no, we're praying against it?
No,
I mean, obviously
I
prayed.
think they believed it.
They
but,
did.
but it was just,
How'd they tell you?
they did a call, put all of us on it.
But you knew she was going in for tests and
No, we really didn't. She had been here, and they had gone back home, and they were going to a retreat out on a lake for their church, and they were on their way with their best friends there. Who she's a nurse, T is a nurse, and Jessica just continued this awful bellyache thing, and they got out there, and T said, "We're turning around and going back," and they went back into Wenatchee to the hospital. And I mean, they knew shortly after that that it was, that this was it. And I'm so grateful that I had what I had with Dan before Jessica got sick. Because I've always known that the Lord is going to do what is the best. I mean, he says, but the thing he has taught me since then is I grew up a Southern Baptist girl. I mean, I knew the whole God has a purpose for your life. Mm-hmm. A plan for your life. God has a plan for your life. Every Baptist kid knows that.
That's absolutely. And the Lottie Moon.
Exactly. But he taught me through that not only does he have a plan, but he has a purpose, and that I could trust the purpose. I didn't have to like the purpose. I didn't have to try to figure out the purpose, but I needed to know for me that not that this was his plan, but that the plan there was a purpose to the plan. Otherwise, it's like, then why are you doing this? So
what does that mean? What does the purpose mean?
the purpose is it's not just a willy-nilly plan that you're just kind of, people get sick. That's just what happens. Oh,
Fallen world.
God, yeah, exactly. There's a car wreck. It just happens. There are evil people, blah, blah, blah. All those things are true. But those things are true because God has a purpose in using all of those things to make us what he wants us to be.
So the purpose is holiness.
Yes, eventually, yeah. And the purpose is trust. For me, I have to trust that he knows what he's doing because
And a little happiness thrown in there too.
Yeah.
Holiness, happiness.
Yeah.
Right. But anyway, yeah.
What do you guys think about this? This is fresh on my mind because I was having this conversation with one of my clients this morning, and she's been with me we're probably 2 years in now, and she's great. And, she's been walking through some hard stuff, and it's really changing her. And, she's asking the why question, which is always, buckle up.
Yeah.
But I told her this about myself, and I think it has never been a comfort to me, the thought of God having a plan for my life. Never, ever, because it is a plan. I don't know why, but a plan for me seems so specific. And I have felt like, well, if there's a plan that God has mapped out, if for somehow I miss it, it's not his fault. But the purpose thing, like, I don't even care as much anymore if God even knows the future, because I know God will make beauty out of everything. And so whatever happens, I'm convinced that for those who are being called to that purpose, like leaning in, he's going to do something amazing with it.
Absolutely.
That's way more a comfort to me than somebody going, well, God has a plan for your life. We have some good friends that lost their little boy. And I remember your story about Jessica and your grandson reminded me of this, because he stood up at his little boy's funeral with his little boy's blankie. Oh, gosh. And said to an auditorium full of people, he was my best friend, and I'll let him go if it means that one of you tonight will give your heart to Jesus. And the doctors and nurses were there. I mean,
Yeah.
But anyways, if I could never tell him, well, God had a plan for this, but I feel like I could say, hey, man, God will work beauty out of this somehow. Like that, I can almost okay, I can breathe with that. With the other, I just am like, the whole God has a plan for your life. I don't ever want to hear that song again. God has a plan. What if I miss it and then I am screwed and then what? I mean, then it's my fault. And so, anyways.
He was raised Methodist.
I don't know the song.
Did they learn that song?
No.
No, they don't know God.
I learned it from her. I did. I learned it from you. All right.
You okay?
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, and I love you with my whole heart, but I totally disagree.
Oh, that's interesting.
You disagree with me feeling comforted by...
No, I'm glad you felt comforted by that. No, but I completely disagree in the way you process that, because that is, to me, that is the most comforting thing in the world.
Yes, I get that.
That he has a plan?
Yes, and a purpose. Because
the
otherwise,
purpose I totally get.
It's stinking random. Are you kidding me? What? Some Filipino guy? Seriously?
Yeah.
You gave this to the wrong person.
Yes.
That was supposed to
I
go
don't
to a
know what you
Filipino
were
guy.
doing.
Well, I don't think the purposes of the Lord will ever fail.
Right.
So the purpose part comforts me greatly.
Yeah.
It's my involvement in the plan part that I just don't trust.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I totally know what you mean.
And like, I mean, all of the mistakes I've made, sure, God works in that, but I don't think he wanted me to make them.
I don't know.
Well, maybe.
That part I don't know.
Okay.
What I do know is that he, as a mom, I think Jennifer could, I don't know, maybe you're not freaky like I am. When my kids were growing up, things would happen and I would respond or do whatever, and I would think to myself, have I totally screwed them up?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think that all the time.
Anything that happens, it's if I had paid attention, if I had listened, if I had read, do you notice that the pronoun in that sentence is all I? And at some point, the Lord just reminded me that I'm not in charge. What a stinking thing to tell me.
How dare you?
Really?
I am the mother.
Yes, exactly.
You gave me these children.
And I know what I'm doing. Oh, well, no, I really don't. But I just, it is of huge comfort to me to know that I can't. Because I belong to him, I can't miss his plan. He will not allow me to.
Okay. That I see where you're coming from with that. I can be okay with, like, I can find common ground with you on that if God's plans are more like a parent's plans. Like if our kids say, what are your plans for my life? I would say, well, I have a lot of thoughts for your life. But specifically, you get to choose.
Yeah.
But here's the stuff that I see in you, and I think what I'm talking about is like,
You're talking about a roadmap.
I'm talking about this calling that we've all heard about. I don't want to miss the center of God's perfect, like God's on a building somewhere and we've got to find the correct route. That to me just does not strengthen my faith.
No.
It feels like a trick.
Absolutely. And that's man's idea of that whole plan.
Right.
In my opinion.
It's more thoughts,
in my opinion.
right?
Yes. Because if he loves us in the way that I think he does, that would be like there being a zoo break, and there are wild animals all out here where they shouldn't be, and that you put your children outside and you just say, now, just, if any of them come up, we'll feed them or whatever, and it's going to work out. And God would never do that to us.
Right.
Because his love for us is so great that he wants us to recognize and live in that love for us in trust. Because then it takes it off. That takes it off of me.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Well, I appreciate you explaining it. It helps me to hear you talk about it. Mm-hmm. I like old people. I just like having you in my house.
You're saying she's old.
I am. Well, I
How
mean,
do you feel about him saying that? Sorry.
Well,
You're okay with it?
I'm totally okay with it.
I know you're
I was
joking.
being facetious with you, but that helps me.
Yeah.
I don't have that. I mean, my dad died when he was 68. Both my grandparents on my mom's side are gone. All my dad's side. And I'm like, it's a comfort to me.
Yes.
Her dad is gone. Her mom is so busy. I've never seen someone as busy as my 76-year-old mother-in-law, 78-year-old mother-in-law.
She has a store.
And
You know my mom.
I do.
But I'm just like, we're discovering so there are so many crazy things happening in the world.
Yes.
Crazy, horrible things and crazy, amazing things that I'm going, I'm worried that I'll be surprised by something that will like shake my faith, because like, man, I didn't see that coming. But if I can just trust God that he will take every bit of it. If they discover Bigfoot, that's not going to wreck my faith, because God has a purpose in that, and God will work good from it, right?
And he already knew. There's not anything that's going to
Right.
happen that he didn't already know. I mean, and to answer your question, no, I am 79. Okay, when I go to the mall, which is not very often anymore, and I walk past a store and I glance over and I see myself in a mirror or in the glass or something, I think, who is that old woman? Oh, crap, that's me.
Son of a biscuit, that's me.
Yes, exactly.
How does it feel aging? Aging is, I'm getting older. My kids don't need me, like they did. And it's kind of a weird, I mean, and I'm paying attention more to people who are aging. And I'm going, it's such an invisible.
There are things about it that are just really crummy.
Yeah.
I mean, I have arthritis. So getting up in the morning and having knees that speak to me.
Are they kind?
No. It's not kind words. And I want to kind of have a hammer and hit them or something,
Right.
But there are things that I would not have known if I had died when I was 12. I mean,
Right.
and I think there are some things that are really important. I think it's really important to keep people around you that know you and that love you. I do. People that I know that are struggling with age more often than not are people who have lost their friend base or whatever. And I've been reading a lot about, because of mine and Dan's age, I've been reading a lot about nursing homes versus, or not even so much nursing homes, but more like assisted living or places where old people live.
Mm-hmm. Congregate all together as one.
And we've been told for years that that's such a good thing. You need to do that because, it keeps you around people and all that sort of thing. I totally disagree with that. I mean, if you don't have any other choices, of course, but it's been my experience that the people who stay in their own houses and kind of take care of themselves are the ones that do the best.
Yeah.
I think we, Dan and I look at some things very differently. And my whole thing is, it may take me longer to do something, but by golly, I'm going to do it myself. Don't be trying to do it for me. Because I think the more you give up in working stuff out for yourself, the shorter your time is going to be here, I think.
Yeah.
Do you think when people get older, it is true that they lose their filter, or do they just become more of who if a mean person grows older, they just an old mean person, or does the filter thing really true?
Okay, I don't think the filter thing is true.
Okay.
Because I think we are responsible for what we say and think until we are in the ground.
Okay.
I do think that one of my favorite things about, I grew up around, like I said, I grew up around old people my whole life. One of the things I love the best is that, you never know exactly what they're going to say. But B, they tend to speak the truth. Now, I don't think that means that if you're mean, you should keep being mean. I think you see that in people. And I don't think that's so much a filter as it is that it's just their life working itself out. You might need to be thinking of that when you're 23 and when you're 48, and because mean people are just going to be mean. I don't want to be
There's something to being in pain though, and just being like,
I
I
do.
don't have time for your crap. I'm laying it out.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that that's part of it.
But you're in pain.
Well-
and you're still holding on to your filter.
Well, sometimes, not always, but yeah.
Also, we are generationally living in the first time in recorded human history where oldness is not revered.
Oh, yeah.
It's horrible.
Like,
That's what I
in
mean by
all
invisible.
historic writings, the longer you live, the grayer your hair gets, the more respect you get.
And
And
that
I come
is-
from a Pennsylvania Dutch heritage, and that's very much alive
Yeah.
in that. But I have noticed there's contempt for
There is.
even our age.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, if I'm frustrated with something on my phone, I've had both one of my kids and one of my 30-year-old friends yank it out of my hand.
Yeah.
And you don't take somebody's phone. I mean, that's like,
It's like taking their cigarettes.
it is.
It is.
But I hate that about our culture.
Yes, I do
It
too.
really bothers me.
And I think that that's as a result of that we have lost sight of the things that are important. I really do think that. I just think if I knew that I was really mean, I mean, I think I would know. I would do what I could to fix that.
Yeah.
Because
think you would
I
too.
don't want to be a mean person. I want to be the kind of person that when they put me in a box or whatever, when I'm done here, that the people that stand around, not necessarily at the church, but I mean like at your house, and you have folks over and you're talking and my name comes up, then I want the conversation, first of all, I want people laughing out loud.
You know, you
You will have that.
will have that because you have a very unique gift in that you're funny, and you're one of the few people I know that I don't feel like I can make you blush. Like, I feel like I can say what I want,
Yep.
and you're not going to be like, oh, Jeremy, you know, like you're easy. And
Thank you.
that's a gift.
Thank you. I think that's one of the things that I miss the most about Jessica.
Was she like that?
Oh my gosh. I mean, really, I still get cards from people that will say, something happened and I was thinking about you and Jessica. Do you remember that time when we did blah, blah, blah? And I became good friends with Jessica's high school friends. She hated me when she was in high school.
I remember you talking about this.
I mean, really, I used to say when she and I used to do women's events together, and I would say, Jessica hoped that I would die a slow and painful death that she could have a hand in. Because there were a few years that it was like that.
Yeah.
And her friends, a good number of people that I am friends with on Facebook are people that she graduated with.
yeah, because you got to be friends with her friends.
did.
And that really bothered her, didn't it?
Greatly. It really...
You must have been the fun mom.
It really pissed her off. Well, okay. I'll just give you one little thing. We had a bay window in our house in Dallas. And I set my sewing machine there because it was good light, so I would sew there a lot. And on Friday and Saturday nights, all of her friends would come to our house when they were finished with their dates.
Oh my gosh.
And I made them call. They had to call their parents so their parents knew where they were. And I always had food. and we'd sit around and talk and just,
How awesome is that?
and I would just try to shake them out of their comfort zone periodically. And so there were a bunch of kids that were coming over, and I knew they were, and they were kind of parked in front of the house, in front of this bay window. And this is so bad. These are high school kids, and I mooned them.
Boys too?
Oh, yeah. Just because they had said some things that were sort of like dismissive, sort of like, well, yeah, we know, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, really? You really think you know me? Maybe not so much.
Why don't you take a look at my butt?
Exactly. Let me show you my butt.
I love that.
So
There's going to be some fun stories at your funeral. I mean, I'm not planning it or anything, but
well, and so once Jessica kind of came around, I mean, really, she and I found the same kinds of things hysterically funny. My mother, it comes quite naturally because my mother would laugh, and all she had to do was laugh a little bit, and she would wet her pants a little. We all knew this about her.
yeah, my grandma did the same.
Yeah,
And I would pick her up when I hugged her, and it would just shake out the bottom.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Okay, so that was part of my mother's part of what she did, and Jessica and I thought that was hysterical, and so she would we would go places to go shopping, and she would, one time she put on some earrings, and they were really heavy, and when she got her ears pierced them really close to the edge. So she put these earrings on, and when she did, it just like turned her ear wrong side out. I mean, really, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. And I start hee-hawing. I mean, we're in a nice store in Oklahoma City, a really nice store, and I am laughing like a loon, and I can't stop. And she's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Please, look at your ears." And she looks, and she's like, "Oh my gosh," and then starts trying to take them out, and she can't, kind of gets them hung, and it was just hysterical.
Did you pee?
No, she did. She peed all over the floor.
Oh,
Your mom?
no.
Yes.
Like her water broke.
Yeah, if you would have thought so. Yeah. And this place was called John A. Brown's. It was a big fancy place. And so I just leave her. I just walk away and leave her. And she's kind of calling my name, and I'm like, and I walk away. And so in a little bit, I walk over there to see what she's doing, and there's a towel that is like kind of soaking things up. And I'm like, what is going on? And she said, well, I mean, the floor was wet. And I just told them the floor was wet. And I'm like, oh, mother. And so she went into the bathroom, took her pantyhose off, and turned on the hand dryer and held them up.
Like hooked them on.
Like kind of there. And so they're like blowing out this direction, so that she could put them back on. I'm like, no, who are you? You cannot.
Got to put my hose back on.
And she was appalled that I would not know. Of course, any thinking, reasoning person would do such a thing.
You have to have your hose on.
Exactly. Especially at that time of life. So, I mean, so Jessica and I came by it naturally. And my mother was one of 9 children. She had 8 brothers, and she was the only girl.
Oh my goodness.
So, I mean, the things that they did are scary.
I could see us having a similar relationship with Sadie.
Think so? I hope so.
Well, I feel like you two already sort of do.
I hope so.
But I do know that both of our kids, they love our sense of humor. It's very much like yours. And we find really funny things about irreverent things. And
Yeah.
But we've been told by both of them, like, hey, my friends are coming over. Try not to be yourself.
Or can you just go upstairs?
Yeah.
Can you please just disappear?
I mean, seriously, like within the last month, Sadie said something about, Daddy, when you come, can you please not be inappropriate?
yeah, when they come over, you mean, yeah.
There are things you can't say in front of them, Daddy. Okay. I'll try. I mean, I don't know.
I can't make any promises.
Yeah, I don't know what specifically you're talking about, but I'll try not to say poop or penis or anything like that.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
You just never know, though. So
Well,
you guys always, we would do.
Jennifer was at a cast party for one of her shows, and some of Sadie's guy friends are hanging around the kitchen.
No.
And somebody says something, and Jennifer goes, "That's what she said." And just Sadie's guy friends are like, "You're now my favorite person in the world."
I didn't say it to them. I said it to Sadie under my breath.
Everybody heard it.
No, she. So we would go to your house for Christmas or Thanksgiving. Which one was
I
it?
think Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because we would
Thanksgiving.
play music.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so. Do you remember when Sadie took a microphone? Remember she was little and she would
I
carry
did.
that real
Yes.
microphone with her everywhere?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
I always knew that child was special.
special is a word for it.
She's now decided she's dyslexic, and that's why she doesn't read.
Well, she's decided.
Well, you guys have both decided,
Yeah.
which feels a bit like a get out of jail free card now that she's graduating.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
So were you guys? So Jessica stayed the rest of her life now in Washington, and
She
you
died.
guys went up there and
She died in
when
Washington.
She died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Philip called
Did
me.
you guys talk about her coming back here for it, or was that like no?
No, that was it. No,
okay.
she was. She was back here for a week or so in the last month of her life, but then she wanted to go back
When did she die?
in April, 3 years ago.
Okay, so this coming April will be 3 years. When does it get? When for you did you start to let yourself enjoy stuff again?
Not always, even now.
Even now.
Yeah. It's
But at first, nothing tastes good. Nothing.
no. Yeah. Because we had such a good relationship. I mean, I talked to her now. I have talked.
Have you seen her?
I have talked to her since she died.
Have you seen her too?
Yeah.
Was it wonderful?
Yeah. Mostly. I don't see her very often anymore, but I do talk. I mean, I feel like I can.
Yeah.
Like and there are things that happen, and I just think to myself, okay, this still happens, and it is freaky. Like, me getting a text from Jennifer and saying she wanted me to do this. And my first thought was, I have to call Jessica. She's going to crack up, and she's going to say, Mom. And I mean, it's so real that it's like I'm picking my phone up.
What would she say?
Oh, she would think it's hysterical. She would say, "Watch your mouth. You can't be cussing."
Does that get better when you're older? You don't want to cuss as much?
I have not found that to be true at all.
Okay. Because I'm hoping when I get old, my mind is just going to be pure.
No. Well, maybe yours will be. That has not been my experience.
Okay. What's your go-to word? I mean, you don't have to say it, but what's it start with?
Starts with an S.
That's mine too. It's the best.
Yeah. There's nothing else that there are just some things that can only be explained
Yeah.
by using that word.
Yeah. Okay.
I am also old enough to be appalled. I mean, I am appalled by the F word. When somebody uses that word, I am so. We're not going to go here because I recognize that it's a minefield. But I am so disappointed in the leadership of our country that using that word does not offend them.
Yeah. It's only appropriate for the worst kind of, like, I have had some clients who have had some god awful things, and it's only appropriate then.
Yeah.
And they have gone, thank you,
Yeah.
because no one else has been that honest.
Yeah.
But you're right.
But that's about the only one.
You like the S word.
I do.
Which, well, I mean, I was jackass for a long time.
When we would fight. So how do you go through holiday situation now? I mean,
This is going to be my hardest. This is going to be my hardest holiday
why this one?
because okay, first of all, the Christmas holiday is fraught with
Oh, right, because everybody was married.
yes. Dan and I, my dad's parents, my parents, Dan and I, Jessica and Philip, Josh and Abby, all of us were married on Christmas Eve.
Right.
This and Josh and Abby are going to be gone. They're going to be out of town.
Right.
This will be the first anniversary that we have not celebrated with our kids
Ever.
ever. Yeah. And so I dread that. Mm-hmm. I've always loved Christmas, but since Jessica died, it has not been. I kind of dread it. I mean, we get through it and all that, and I don't want to take it away from anybody. I mean, like I said, we have a great grandson. He's like 2.5. This is his first Christmas that he really kind of gets it.
Right.
And I would never want to take any of that away from him.
Sure.
But by the same token, I mean, when I look at him, I see her, and I think to myself, how much she would adore
Oh, my
him.
goodness.
Oh my gosh, she loved kids and babies like nobody's business.
So your great is in her downline. It's her.
Yes, it's Jessica's oldest daughter's
Okay.
little boy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I remember her bouncing around your house. Oh, she's got a kid? Oh, boy.
And he's biracial. He's biracial. And
Did she marry a black?
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa, there you go.
Back to Kwanzaa.
He is, oh my word, he is the cutest thing, and is certain that the entire world is just waiting to see him and watch him perform. And
He's probably right.
I mean, oh, absolutely.
I mean-
like he'll get in the middle of the floor and there will be some
Oh,
music
everybody.
playing, and he will start doing his little dancey thing. And I mean, really, he is just, and she, okay,
I'm convinced that black people are better at everything.
yeah, oh, beyond a shadow of a doubt.
I think
Well, sure.
I think that whiteness might be a birth defect.
I think you're right. I mean,
Because
I've said for years.
you give a black person the chance to do anything, and they will be better at it.
I agree with that.
It's crazy.
It is.
He thinks that was the mark on Cain.
I think Cain was white.
He thinks that was the mark. You know
It
how
could
you
be,
said
yes.
that God made him have a mark?
I said maybe he was white because,
How weird would that have been to see some white dude come along?
yeah. I mean, because white skin does not look good.
And it
compared
doesn't
to
age
black
well.
skin.
No. And the hair thing. I mean, really, I don't know. This child, and Maddie is just working 90 to nothing to make sure. I mean, like she goes to like little seminar things and all that to make sure that she can do his hair well and all that. Because he is so cute. You just want him to look as cute as he can. And so, I mean, there are these gifts that God gives us, which bear out the truth to me about that he has a purpose. Maddie and I have always been close because she was our first grandchild, and she and I have always been close. She made choices sometimes that I wasn't crazy about, like I made choices she's not crazy about, you know, and all that sort of thing. But we've always been close. But the gift that the Lord gave me with Jessica's death is that this relationship with Maddie, she calls me almost every day Almost every morning, that's my first phone call. Tells me how.
Right after your cigarette.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Mama?
Nothing.
That's my CPAP.
Exactly. But she, like his name is Sonny, and so I'll say, how was the night? How did Sonny sleep? And he knows this routine of ours. So like when she's on the phone, I can hear him in the background going, Gigi, Gigi,
Oh.
Gigi.
Oh.
That's so cute.
But the Lord has given me this relationship with her. She talks to me about things that she would talk to her mother about. Child rearing, her marriage. It's just precious. And it fills a need for her, and it fills a need for me. It's just it really is. It's just the sweetest.
Oh, I love that.
So, she's.
Do you have any female grandkid offspring single in their early 20s?
I don't.
Okay.
Well, we tried.
Well, we tried.
I tried to connect all of it.
Well, I was more thinking for Hutch. He just wants to be married and be a dad.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
he's going to be the best dad.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, he is just so.
He is the kindest
He
boy.
is, well, to
to
most
everyone
people.
else.
Yeah.
Well,
than
I
us.
mean,
He's
Yeah.
kind to us. He's not nice. He's very northeastern to us.
Yes. Yes.
So you say your language is Jessica died, not passed away, not went to be
right.
with the Lord.
Okay,
not-
that whole business of passed away just drives me crazy. Passed away?
like on this, like on the highway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or like you passed gas. It's just it does. It just
Yeah.
because what she did was she died. However, she lives again.
Right.
It's not an ultimate death.
Right.
And so
She
yeah.
died and got born at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason I asked that
To her true self, to
yes,
who she really is, who she was
She's
created to
always
be.
made to be.
Yes.
Yeah. I have right when I started doing this work full time, for whatever reason, I had 2 clients at the same time who lost 20-year-olds, and they said died.
Mm-hmm.
They always just said that's when he died, and I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I'm just what I'm gonna say then,
Yeah.
because I never knew how to say it.
Well, you don't. I mean, I think a lot of times you don't. So you just say it the best you can, because the fact of the matter is, she did die. So, okay, I'll tell you one more story about Jessica. We were in Wenatchee. They had put a bed in the living room, which is where she was. We were all there. The day before she died, all the kids are playing cards or a board game. Something.
Hospice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. The
Okay.
hospice nurse was around, but all the kids were there, and they were playing games and hollering and hooping, and which they all. I mean, it was just that's exactly where they needed to be. She was no longer alert and aware.
Okay.
And so, when we went to bed that night, we pretty well knew that at some time, I mean, her breathing had already changed and all that. So, some of us went to bed, some of us didn't. I did. I went to bed for a little while, and Hannah came and woke me up and said, "You need to come." And so I came in there, and we all gathered around her and prayed for her and sang and all that sort of stuff.
Was she still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
At that point she was, but we knew that it was very,
She's in between.
yeah. And so she stopped breathing. They called hospice and told them that she had stopped breathing and that we wanted about an hour or so, and they said that would be fine. And so it was early in the morning, like by this time it's like maybe 6:30 or so. And so the two men from the mortuary come. Okay, so first of all, they come in a van, kind of thing, you know. And so one of them is really kind of short and, I don't know, kind of nondescript. The other one was tall and looked like what you would think a mortician would look like. I mean, really and truly, just kind of. So they walk in the door. So, like, here's the front door. There's a couch here, and then here's her bed. So they walk in. Philip introduces himself and all that, and the tall one says, "Where is the body?" And I giggle because
Why was it funny?
well, because we're in a room. It's not a very big room, really. You're wondering where the body is. I mean, I realized that he was probably just being nice, but I mean, I wanted to go, are you unfamiliar with bodies? Here's the body, you know. So anyway, Philip says, you know, and all that sort of stuff. So they bring a gurney in, they put her on the gurney, and they start out to their van. Now, this house that Jessica and Philip lived in at this point had this driveway that was like this. And so they were struggling to make sure that that they had control of the gurney down, and their van thing is down at the bottom of the hill, which is fine. They get it right down there, and they had a stoop. It wasn't a porch, and so we've all walked out there. We're all watching. All of this.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so they get her, they get the gurney, they get it in the van thing, and they close it up. And it's at a dead end, so they have to like turn around and come out this way. Okay, so we're all, like I said, we're all still standing there.
What's the mood?
Shock, I think.
Okay.
Really.
Nobody's making jokes at this point. Like.
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay, so they turn around and they're driving out, and I look at myself and I look at everybody else, and we're waving.
All of you.
Yes, pretty much. And I mean, really, it briefly passed. We laughed about it later, but it was, I mean, I'm looking at us and I'm thinking, okay, these men are going to go home tonight and they're going to talk about this family.
That waved at them.
Yes, as we took their mom and wife and daughter away. I mean, it's just, but it was so right. It was so, that was so us. And, I mean, she needed a farewell.
Did they let your grandson that's in jail out to go see her? So he never did get to see her.
No, he did. They let him call. They
did.
They had he had like a 30-minute call
with her,
which was it was precious.
Okay.
And Dan was not there.
Oh dear.
And so Dan got to talk to her as well.
He just couldn't travel.
Right.
Wow. So, with a long goodbye like that, like, obviously she talked to you guys about when I'm gone, and
yeah.
What are those conversations like? Do people stop? Do they go, please don't talk like that? Or
no, we did not. We did not. Anything she wanted to talk about, we wanted to talk about.
So nobody, because I have heard stories of people that just
we're not going to believe it.
Deny.
We're not going to believe it.
Yep.
No, I'm believing you're going to be healed.
Yeah. And don't talk like that, honey. You're going to get it. You know, that wasn't you guys.
Well, sadly, you know, I mean, the fact of the matter is maybe they are going to be healed, but there are things that just need to be said.
Okay.
And that people want to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that was basically.
Okay.
That was basically it.
Was Philip a puddle, or was he?
No.
He held it together.
As soon as they were gone, he had a circle up, and we all prayed together. And then he said, okay, everybody find a bed, and everybody needs to lay down for a little while, which is what we did. We all,
Took a nap.
basically. I don't think any of us went to sleep, but yeah.
But that would be appropriate for after I die, wouldn't it?
Yes. Are you so mad at how he handled that?
Well,
Were you hoping he would fumble it
no,
somewhere?
No. I'm glad that he.
I'm just kidding.
When Sadie Claire, when we were living in California, so Sadie Claire was really little. They did a Father's Day thing at church, and the kids had to write on a card what their daddy was good at. Napping was what she put on mine.
Yeah.
My daddy is good at napping. That's my legacy, Diane. Rob Howard and I were having lunch the other day, and Rob Howard and I both have sort of the same relationship. Our kids are great, it's like, but we were kind of like, what are they going to say about us? And I looked at him and I said, I think my kids are going to say, yeah, he was around. I think that's what they're going to say. Yeah, he was around.
I think you'll be surprised. Well, you won't know, so
Well,
Yeah.
true.
it'll be okay.
That's true.
We'll tell you.
Okay.
We'll let you know later.
Tell me when you guys get there.
Okay.
Actually, you'll probably outlive all of us.
Knees and all.
Needs it all.
I'm so happy you were here today.
Thank you.
This feels like it should be. You guys are great together.
You two are great together.
No,
It's
but-
just so great because she and I have talked. You guys haven't got to talk about any
Yeah,
of
there's
this.
stuff that we have.
The good thing is, since I've turned the podcast over to her, her guests have been really good.
Yeah.
Like, it's
There's been like 3
5.
shows, but
No,
they've been so good.
You've got episodes up there.
Hardly.
You've got to tell your Facebook network about this because
Okay.
neither her or I are really active on social media right now.
Okay.
I deleted my accounts because when I would go to the bathroom, I would just download it again, and so I actually went in and was like, okay, I'm going to make it hard to get on this.
Okay, so what do I say?
Well, I don't know. You just tell people you're going to be on our podcast.
if you want to,
You don't have to.
No, I do. I mean, like my friends who are not here, do you know Patrice Chesbrough?
That was she at the funeral? Mm-hmm. Okay, I would have known.
Her husband is an architect, has an office on the square downtown.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, she's my adult, probably best friend here, and they moved to Florida today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Before Christmas.
Yeah.
What a
Oh,
terrible
man.
time to move.
It was a dreadful thing for her to do to me.
That was
But
terrible.
anyway, I told her that I was going to do this, and she was like, "Okay, tell me when it is because I have to watch it."
Oh,
Like, okay.
sweet.
Well, you were when she was thinking about who she was going to have on. You were probably one of the first 3 people. She's like, I need to get Dian Belbeck.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
We talked about it that first week.
Well, yeah, you're right. We did.
I think we have, but I feel like you guys, but all of us we have more to talk about. Like, I feel like we need to do this again.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm up for it.
because we have so much history that we haven't really talked about.
We do.
I mean, we have.
I
all
remember
the church
sitting-
stuff.
Well, not only I remember sitting in your house when you guys had basically found out that you had mold
Oh,
in,
Oh,
that,
dear
in that
God.
house. I mean, I do. I remember that sitting there with you guys
in the big house or the rental?
No, the big house.
Yes. Oh.
And just, I mean, I was just crushed, and it was so bad.
Yeah. Fun times.
Fun times.
Jennifer makes every house beautiful.
She does.
I
That is-
mean,
that's sweet.
I have stayed up. I did it again last night. I was just like, I don't want to go to bed. It's too pretty in here. Now, after Christmas, I'll be ready to yank all this stuff down immediately. Maybe Christmas night, but
Not me. It's got to be the middle of January.
yeah.
yeah, I do like it up for a while, or I did
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
Are you still going to church? Well, I don't know if you've deconstructed or something.
What exactly does that mean?
It's so annoying, isn't it?
It is. It's annoying. Yes, we go to
They go to-
to Stonebridge.
They go what you
Oh,
know.
you're what you know. Okay.
It's got that church is crazy.
It's gotten big.
Yeah. I really I mean, we've been there since the beginning.
Yeah, I figured.
Because we started, Michael was teaching first or second Peter. Didn't even have a church, but they were meeting where we're meeting now. And Dan and I went because we love him.
Yeah,
he's wonderful.
great.
And so then when they started the church, I mean, we were just there. So we've been there from the beginning. The part, it's a good thing, but a sad thing to me. Obviously, people are hungry for the word because otherwise you don't keep getting all this number of people coming to church. Excuse me, but now we have like 4 services, and I feel like I don't know
Right.
Yeah.
hardly any of the people there. And I realized that I really kind of like that small church, small town feeling.
Right.
That's what we grew up in.
Yeah.
That's what Janelle kind of misses too about
Yeah.
it.
I think there is a little bit of a Franklin, Tennessee, because everybody here, for the most part, is a Christian. There's kind of a hive mind. People
Oh,
kind of,
absolutely.
they find the newest. When we were living in California, we heard a lot about Church of the City.
Yeah.
So that must have been it for a while. Conduit, I think, has going through that stone. It's just this hive of people that
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like, why don't we just all meet together?
Yeah.
Like, is there a place big enough that we could just all hang out? And
Yeah. But the problem with that is that then there's no personal
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Anybody.
That kind
Anyway.
of defeats the whole small church thing.
It does. Yeah.
It'd just be
Well,
way
and,
bigger church.
some of these churches, including Fellowship Bible, they'll try to rent out a place and go, we're all going to get together and have
See, that's what we're doing for Christmas. We're not having a Christmas
Yeah.
Eve service. We're having a Christmas Eve
Yeah, okay.
at the Ag Center.
You know
Yeah.
what? They're so smart to just do one though, rather than
Yes, it's true.
that.
But it feels kind of like a flex. Kind of like,
the
look how
Ag
big
Cen-
our...
But the Ag Center, I don't know.
Well, yeah.
The Ag Center is kind of that's so cold in there.
Yeah.
Well, they'll make it good.
I'm sure they will, but anyway, it is nice though that you're not doing 9 services. Like
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
stinks.
I think Philip has. Okay, he's pastoring at the Spring Hill Church,
Which one?
community pastor, Church of the City.
Oh,
He's the
okay.
community pastor.
I didn't know that.
at that church.
Oh, wow. Their worship is
Yeah.
so good.
And then Gabe, the other adopted grandson, is on staff at the Nolensville Church of the City.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fun.
So they,
They're all busy.
yeah, we tease them about, are you guys going to start your own in the Moreland Church of the City? What's going on here?
I'd go to that one, probably. I mean, if Philip really is this, I mean, he hasn't failed us yet.
He hasn't.
He hasn't failed us yet.
And he's
Do you think-
cute.
do you
I mean,
think
I
he'll-
remember.
Get the truth.
I remember when I met him, I thought, okay, he is this way, and he's funny, and he's cute.
Yeah.
That
Do you
It's
think
just-
he'll ever remarry?
I don't know. I would
is he
think.
50? 50. Okay.
Yeah, I would think he does. Knowing his personality, I would think that he would, but I don't know that he will date to find somebody. I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
And several people have asked me, "Well, would that offend you or whatever?" And I'm like, I don't remember who told me. A friend of mine years ago who had lost her husband said, the marriages that are good when they remarry after a death because
interesting.
they've known
Yeah.
what a good marriage is.
Yeah, they're not going, I'm never getting married
Yeah.
again. I just had it. Do you want to sign everybody off at some
We
point?
probably should. Yeah, it's been long.
You guys need to, I don't know if it's from the Lord, but I think it is.
Uh-oh.
You guys should do like an 8-part Bible study on here.
Oh, that would be cool.
You do a Bible
would.
study together and just have people join you.
Oh.
I think that's something to pray about.
I think it is too.
Or we
Yeah.
could even do it live.
Well, no, if you did it, people could then download it.
Right. There is that.
I mean, you could stream it, I guess. That would be, you guys should do that.
That'd be awesome.
And I don't need to be on it.
Yes, you do. You have to produce it and wear those headphones.
They are cute, aren't they?
They are.
You want to play producer tonight?
Oh, Lordy me. Let me get my car started. I don't want to be involved in this.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you. It's been a delight. You are two of my most favorite people.
We feel the same about you.